That's good. Yeah, that's good. I'm gonna listen to some music. Music. What? Why is not connect? Oh, there you go. Okay, it is connected now. There you go. I'm gonna start with a skull crusher that I have just. I thought about it yesterday. I think it'll work. This new method. Yeah, I'm gonna try it on the bench like that. Yeah, that's good. How about that? Yeah. Lying triceps. Well, it's lying triceps extension. It's not actually skull crusher when you think about it. Maybe that's the better term. Lying triceps extension. Makes good sense. Makes a good sense. I'm not lying. Actually, it's like a crossbench skull crusher, and I'm just gonna call it the skull crusher. I'll try it. Let me try that. Oh, okay. Yeah, not lying. The word lying feels like I should lie down, but I'm not lying, you know? So maybe that's maybe it's somewhat lying, I don't know. Yeah, somewhat. Yeah, somewhat. Yeah, lying triceps extension. Yeah, I think lying triceps extension. Lying tricep extension. Lying tricep extension is alright. Fair. Skull crusher. But yeah, it's no. How about that? How about from here? Yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense. Like that, huh? Let's try. Well, I'll try. Anyways, I have to try. I'll try. First, I'll try the crossbench type. And secondly, I will just lie down and think about if I may call it, if I should call it lying triceps extension, which is the same thing with skull crushers, virtually, as far as I'm concerned. It's the same exercise. But for now, skull crusher is shorter. I'll call it that. I'll call it that way. Oh, NEG ZX love from India. Hello. Hi. How are you? I'm fine. Thank you. And you? Yeah. That's the conversation. 17 o'clock, I will start. Okay. First crossbench style. Okay. There. Okay, like that. Like that, and then I'm not sure. I'm not sure about this. Skull. Yeah, I think Skull Crusher is a fine name. It's not very intuitive, but it's shorter, and I don't like doing tricep extensions like this, like this. I like it more when I put it on my skull. Yeah, that's better. That feels better. So where's my okay, now I lost my glasses. I mean, for real, where is my glasses? Huh? 어디 갔어? Where? I just took off my. Eh? This usually doesn't happen. Yeah, I took it off before the workout, right? That's true. I took it. Okay. Yeah. Position, yeah. Okay. So that was 17, I think. Or 7 and 5. So I think Skull Crusher is a fine name. This time I'm going to try it this way. Yeah. This way. Should work. And I don't have to lie, you know? Okay. Cadence. That's good. Okay. 17.4. Okay. 16. 17.4. Took me some time, huh? Anyway, I can't listen to music while doing skull crushers, sadly, because the dumbbell is too close to my skull. Anyway, there we go. Okay, I like that. Okay. I like that. 8 touches. 2. That's yes. Oh. Okay. 7. That was plenty lower than 5. Way lower than 5. And I still hear a little bit of clicking on my on my right elbow. I think it's alright. 11 kilogram we will move on to. And I think it works very well. Yeah, very well. Very, very nice. Very nice. I mean, it continues from my yesterday's new try of tricep, I mean incline skull crusher. It is somewhat inclined, but less inclined, I guess. It's not too inclined, you know. So it's a little bit inclined, not too inclined, I think. And then hex bar. So I don't know if I can call it the skull crusher, because it's pretty inclined. Here's again stuck. Oh. Okay. It's pretty stuck. Test it. Okay. Just a little bit. Yeah. Very good, very good. Let me try. 17.9, 17, 17.10 then. 17.10. 17, 10. I think I like this new method. It's easier to set up compared to the mat version that I used to do originally. Originally, in the past. It's relatively easier to set up. And I forgot to. Okay, there's my glasses. It's very lightweight, of course. Yeah, it touches the bench, so I have to go up a little bit, like so. There. There we go. Yes. Okay. So that's 6. Let me check. I think it's 6. Hopefully. Yeah, if I get it up more than this, that will be an incline skull crusher. Okay. Oh, what about here? 6, 17, 17. This is lower now. Let me observe how much difference it makes if it's lower. Easy. How many was that? I think it's about 3, 4. I could have only do negatives. Yeah, it's 3. It's not a lot. Anyway, it's pretty good. I'll try one more time with the elevated angle. I think this is still considered skull crusher, but not so if it's more inclined. K3. Let me experiment a little bit more with the incline. That's incline. Up there. Yeah, it's pretty inclined. Anyway, that was 3. Wow, and the stretch is enormous. I think I got it. Yeah, I think I got it. It's almost like dumbbell overhead extension, but not a dumbbell overhead extension. And in this case, I think the name incline skull crusher is a little bit weird because it's incline triceps extension, more like incline triceps extensions. But the idea, I can do skull crushers and incline skull crusher. Let me check the movement if it matches the name. And that's not gonna touch. It's gonna touch the bench. So I gotta just push a little bit there. Yeah, I think it's gonna work. Yeah. It's unconventional. It's unusual, I know. But still, I think it makes sense. Great form. 7, 1 through 4, 9. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, man. Here we go. One, 2, 4, 9. Turn up. Here we go. There we go. Like I said, it's in between the dumbbell overhead extension, dumbbell overhead triceps extension, and the skull crusher, the lying triceps extension. So it's incline triceps extension. I'm just using the name skull crusher because it's cool and short. Like that. Reach through. Reach the top. Full stretch. Ah. 7, 7, 1, 7, 1, 7, 1. 7, 1. I felt like it's lighter for the knees. I mean, it's lighter. It's friendlier to the lumbar, but it's not good for the knees. I felt like, but it's not actually very heavy, and the weight is distributed on the bench too. So I think overall, the weight is not that bad. The stress, I mean, yeah. So yeah, I guess what I want to say is the stress, the unnecessary, unhealthy stress, it's not that bad overall. And in my experience, I mean, in my knowledge, as far as I'm concerned, I think the exercise makes sense. Yeah, it's like overhead dumbbell extension. Just a little bit. It helps the weight distribute a little bit better. Ah, very cold. Oh, very cold. Yes. 6. Okay. Let me check. Yeah, and this time I was also focusing on my knees too, so there's no stress. Yeah, there's no uncomfortableness. Yeah, it felt pretty good. Yeah, it feels alright. pretty good. The incline skull crusher, yeah. You can't go as heavy, of course, but I think it makes sense. Okay. And finally, I will do the dumbbell overhead extension. Or maybe I can do some more incline skull crusher. How about I do it from here? Let me try. And not this. I'm going to push forward. Yeah, like that. Push. And there you go. Yes. Six, zero. Yeah. Again, same. Couldn't extend my elbows. And finally, dumbbell incline press. Dumbbell overhead extension. There we go. Yeah. Finally, with the lightest weight, I can do it. There you go. 3. Pretty good. Okay, music on. So let me music back on. I don't. 40. Yes. There you go. Yes, oh. Yeah. Ah. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Finish it. Two. Tre. Das. Yes. So that was 6, right? Not sure about that. Let me check. Your intercostal muscles are popping. What is that? What is an intercostal muscle? Let me find out. Anyway. That's 6. Alright, that's 6 and 0. Alright. And I saw some comment. Naksh, glad to have caught a stream. Good looking as always. Thank you. Thank you, friend. How are you doing? I'm doing fine. Thank you. And you? Good to hear that. Very good. So that was 6, 0, and now I'm gonna end the stream. Yeah, I can end it. I just did a lot of triceps workout today. Yeah, 46. And I think I like it. Yeah, I did some triceps from a very stretched position. Yes. Wow, that's the new pose that I'll do today. Shishura. Triceps. tidy up. Yeah. Tidy. Oh wait. I'm gonna write down the time on my diary. 7766337 Sounds about right. So that's 17 from 17 to 1746. That's longer than I originally planned, but that's how it is every time. Starting the action. Starting the action is the most difficult part, in my opinion. Starting the action. So I wrote down the time. I'm gonna turn off the Excel sheet. Like so. So I turned off the Excel. Now I'm gonna try to pose for the thumbnail. Make the thumbnail from the stream. No editing. Just take a screenshot. I just take the screenshot and that's the thumbnail. And that pose that I just tried. Let me try. So there we go. 2 thumbs up. About there. Okay. I wanted to emphasize the triceps, but my right tricep looks a little bit different from my left. Yeah, it has that horseshoe shape on my left triceps, but on my right I don't see that. Ah, there you go. But a little bit, I'm not sure. Maybe that has something to do with the clicking sound from my right elbow. By the way, I always say, don't worry, it's not something very severe. I don't feel any pain. It's just some clicking noise from my right elbow when I do when I load heavy things on my elbow, like the heavy incline press or dumbbell press, bench press, or the skull crusher, which is also known as the triceps extension, lying triceps extension, overhead triceps extension. Just a little clicking noises. Not now, I don't hear anything, but when it's loaded, sometimes it just clicks. But rest assured, again, I feel no pain for now. Who knows? Who knows what happened? Who knows what will happen? Who knows what will happen in the future? God knows. Anyway, that's it for today. I gotta turn back on the Excel. I'm just practicing. It's not a workout. I'm just practicing. Okay. Some of you might wonder. Nobody's wondering, but anyway, some of you might wonder. But I know nobody's wondering. But anyway, some of you, there's a possibility that some of you might wonder, why does that simple movement needs practice? Because you want to maximize the load on your muscles and minimize the load on your joints, ligaments, tendons, etc. etc. whatnot. Because you can only strengthen your muscles, not your other parts. So you want to focus the load on your muscle safely. That needs some technique when you think about human anatomy. Anyway, I have some comments. Doing fine. Look bigger than I last saw you. Love the pose. Thank you, Nacht. Always a fan of your poses. Could look at it all day. That's quite a compliment. I appreciate. Yeah, I hope it's fine. It's nothing. Completely healthy. Stefan 12139697. Back and triceps looking strong. Thank you. Maybe wear a support sleeve. Nothing to worry about. I think it's just normal. But thanks for the concern. Thank you. So this is. I'm gonna turn back the XL. There we go. Oh, I forgot to write conditioning. Okay, so okay, this is 17:57 right now. There's the clock right there. The +9 indicates the time zone. Now I'm gonna tidy up and do a little bit of post-workout stretching. Don't forget to stretch and end the stream. That'll be all. Today was a busy but productive day for me. I'm very proud of myself. Good job. Okay, triceps. Anyway, this is 17:58. Yeah, all I did was I just trained my triceps, mainly triceps only, so I think that's all the stretches I need. Okay, now I'm gonna count down 10 and end the stream. Thank you for watching, if you're still watching. Hope you have a great day, or night, depending on where you are, and depending on where you live. And I hope to see you again very, very soon, hopefully tomorrow. Don't forget to stretch your muscles. Can't forget about like and subscribe. And yeah, hopefully tomorrow we will see again. But from 15 to 16 to 17 maybe I can't stream due to my mother, due to my family celebration. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna. All right, here we go. I'm gonna count down 10 and end the stream. See you again. This is 17:59. Time is it? Maybe a few more seconds would be fine. All right. All right, it's 18 o'clock. There. I'm gonna count down 10 and end the stream. Yeah, this is good for your neck. Do this. Do this thing. It's not my opinion, it's the doctor, you know, famous doctor in Korea. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Thank you.